This guy's gone out for a lasagna and hammocked his pants.
Hammocked his pants! I'm a Y-front guy now.
All my friends have gone Y-front.
Why is it that no matter where we are, who we're talking to, we always end up talking about shit?
You like the jingle.
Tell us about Nashville. You've been living in Nashville. Do you live there half the year?
Yes, yeah, but it sort of works out about that, yeah.
Is that since we last saw you, or has that been a thing for a while?
But I've been back and forward there for 14 years. Like,
Right.
I remember on mine and Lois's first date, we were walking down Oxford Circus. We were on our way to London Dungeons, actually.
Right.
Quite
Romantic.
psychopathic first
Nice.
date. Yeah, yeah.
That's quite a good
Yeah,
first
yeah,
date,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Date.
Mate, it was well fun. And it worked out for me.
You'll
I
get a
can't-
cuddle.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
It was all. Yeah, it was all
Like a
agrees.
scared
Yeah.
I remember,
That's good.
just before we tell that story, I remember once I was in York doing a gig, and they've got York Dungeons as well. And I thought I might pop into. I got to York really early. I don't think I've told you this. And I thought I might pop into York Dungeons
Just for a quick
Yeah,
fright.
just maybe get a bit of routine
On your own?
Yeah, because I was there really early
That-
for this gig. I'd been travelling up the country on the way back to South Shields, and I went into the Greggs round the corner from the York Dungeons, and one of the characters was in there in full gear getting sausage rolls.
Really?
Put us off. Full gear, blood on our face, the lot, full thing, head to toe.
Put you off the dungeons or Greg's?
Bit of both, but I didn't go to the dungeon. She
I
bought
didn't
8
know
sausage
that
rolls.
story.
She bought 8 sausage rolls, and I thought they're going to jump out on someone stinking a sausage roll.
I reckon they should have a
Right.
little panic button at the till if someone comes into London Dungeons on their own.
Yeah,
It's just for their own sort of satisfaction. It should report to the police.
Yeah.
The
Probably
authorities
dodged the
just make a
Do you
little
know
list.
what? That's annoyed me. That's really unprofessional.
It is really unprofessional, isn't it? I wanted to
Should
come on,
absolutely
love.
not be in character.
You're ruining the mystique of the
Yeah,
dungeons.
I don't like that at all. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be rocking around York in your character. I don't like that.
Anyway, your first date.
Nashville.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. So and I remember she was asking like, what do you want to do with your life? Like just questions on a first day, like what you into, what do you want. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Sorry, was this a job interview or a first date?
Kind of the same.
What do you want to do with your life?
Yeah. And I was like, I'd just been to Nashville for the first time on tour and I'd fallen in love with it. So I was like, this would be a cool answer. I want to be a songwriter in Nashville. And that's it. Like, she was stoked about that. And I was like, oh, I'd love to take you one time, which is a bit intense on a first date.
Wow.
But
We
again,
got
it
engaged
worked.
after 6 months.
Okay,
When you
so
know-
I found my
Yeah.
audience.
When
Okay.
you know.
Okay. And then, we just went to Nashville together and both fell in love with it and kept going back like year on year and just
Love that.
staying with friends. And so we built a lovely little community of friends
Aw.
and just people that we love and just really close people in our
That's
life
amazing.
like live there.
Beautiful.
And is it? I'd love to go. Is
Mate,
it?
amazing.
Is it?
Amazing. And if you are ever in the area, please come over for a cup of tea.
Listen,
Yep.
we will.
Yeah.
I
We
can't
fully
wait
will.
to stand outside the front door that you've locked and you pretend you're not in, playing that clip through your letterbox.
Yeah,
going,
yeah, yeah.
You literally said, come in. We know, bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang.
yeah,
we
yeah,
know
yeah.
you're in there, dickhead. You said, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hotel down the road.
We're not them people, actually. Somebody once offered us, a person in the public eye offered us to go stay at their villa.
Yeah.
And for years, we were like, was he being serious or was he taking the piss?
Yeah.
We never, ever took him up on it.
And I bumped into him and he went, you didn't come. Why
yeah,
didn't you
he,
come?
he was like, you
He's
never,
genuinely
ever
angry.
came.
And I was like, because
Mate.
everyone's full of shit. Of course
Yeah.
I didn't turn up at your villa.
know.
You should
Lyle
do
wanted me
it.
on.
We did something very similar recently. Me and like someone, and I'm going to shout her out, Missy from Mississippi, said to us, when you're on tour ever in America and you're passing by Mississippi, come and stay at our place. And we were just like, shall we? And I'm so glad we did. She's a legend. Family's amazing.
I
They're
see.
flying over to our Wembley show.
Oh,
We've like
wow.
made really good
Oh,
pals with
that's
them.
cool.
And of course, at the beginning, and Missy won't mind me saying this, you're worried. Like,
Yeah.
where are we going now and what are we stepping into? But
Yeah.
On this occasion, amazing.
Oh, you see.
Missy
Really
in
lovely.
Mississippi as well.
Yeah.
She's got a Joey Essex vibe going on there.
Mate, she is lovely.
Missy in
Such a legend.
We should have done that. We
Wembley
should have
show.
done it.
You have a Wembley show. Wembley Arena on the 6th of November.
You guys should come.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
if we're
please.
down,
Yeah.
if
I
we're
would love
down,
that.
yeah,
How
we
often are you in London these days?
Not very.
We just try and
sporadically.
duck in, do the job, get out.
We like
Yeah.
to duck in. We like to come the night before, chill in a
Yeah.
hotel. We like a late start, early finish, meal on the night, back home the
Yeah.
next day.
Mate, how
I
nice
know.
is a hotel, by the way?
Oh, I know.
I
It's
know it's
luscious,
so
isn't it?
obvious. I am just fucking love hotels.
So good.
Just do. Love
So
them.
good.
Like I'm starting to notice all these little things about them, like when they're good and like just if they're, I don't know, if the door's solid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
heaviness to
Yeah,
the door
yeah.
and just stupid shit. Like I just
What
love
the
'em.
room service menu's like. That's all
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love a minibar.
What wine they've got in a
I love it.
minibar.
And I think it's because we grew
Crisp
up.
sheets.
So we grew up watching things like Home Alone 2 and stuff where, he gets his dad's credit card and he goes in the minibar and there's room.
Yeah.
Like room service
refrigerator
for me.
with a key. Never seen one in my life.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this when you were a kid. You go on holiday. It was literally you'd open the fridge and your parents would be like, "Don't move that can of Coke, you get charged."
Yeah.
They've got
But now
sensors now.
you can, and you're an adult, and you go, "I'm going to move that. Do you know what? I'm going to fucking drink this."
So you guys came from when you were starting out. Would it be safe to say that you didn't expect to get to where you are now at all?
God, I mean,
Yeah, yes and no. I think I've always had this weird warped thing from being a kid of just sort of like very naively just like, I'll do something.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And I think
no, I
you're
like
the
that.
same.
Yeah, so like when I first started stand-up, I remember there was a thing in my head and it was always just like, oh, well, when I do my DVD. Like I'm talking 6 or 7 gigs in. Well, when I do a DVD, when DVDs were still a thing. So it wasn't like, I think early on I adopted the idea of a vision board, but it wasn't a physical
you didn't
thing.
know
In
it
your
hadn't
mind?
been
It was
marketed
just, I'll
as
do that.
Yeah.
It was
It's
like,
powerful,
I'll
isn't
definitely
it?
do a DVD. I'll definitely be in a
Yeah.
sitcom. I'll definitely be on telly. It was just something in my head. But I never saw the podcast coming.
Yeah.
Never saw
No.
this coming. This was a real surprise
Yeah.
when this took off and became a big
You guys
thing.
are naturals at it. It's amazing.
It's
Thank
mad.
you.
Thank you.
But I
Nuts.
like the idea, like, because I was the same. Was starting out when I had no reason to be confident whatsoever. I was like, if you would have asked me, for example, like 15 years ago, do you reckon you'll play Wembley? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's happening. But you would have asked me 2 years ago, do you reckon not a chance?
Yeah.
Like, how?
It's
I'm
mad,
the
isn't it?
same.
So it's funny that
Yeah.
you get this kind of, it's like this big injection of deluded optimism
Yes.
when you're a kid
Yeah.
that
Great,
you have to
though.
live off as long as possible.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
But as you get older, it's like a rocket going up into it's got to burn through all of that, and then when you get into your I turned 31 by the time sort of a record deal came along, and like all those like opportunities sort of got it to the next level. But it was that point I was like, this is probably not going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
It's
and
harder,
then
isn't
bang,
it?
it's like on the last little
Yeah.
fumes and dregs of that
So
optimism.
do you know
Yeah.
what? This is gonna sound really dark, right? But I remember I got with comedy and stuff. I got quite a lot of things like early. I was on telly quite early. I was only early 20s, and I was doing like bits of telly and stuff like that. And I remember thinking, fucking hell, how am I going to sustain this?
Yeah.
And I remember things like people like Mickey Flanagan and John Bishop got it really late on in their lives. And I remember thinking, oh, but now that we're like, I'm not bothered that much about turning older because I'm like, oh God, if this success can keep going into me later life towards, like, hopefully I'm not going to burn out before I retire. Hopefully I can actually walk off into the sunset. There's not a moment where I'm like, I don't want to get older. It's like, oh no, I'm happy to get older while this is still happening. If this could just run out at the same time and then I retire, I'm good.
I've got a problem where I've had naive optimism when I was younger. I'm not that ambitious,
Yeah.
genuinely.
Okay.
And I've done quite a lot of amazing stuff, right? Like we've done amazing stuff. So now if it all went, I'd be like, well,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it
yeah.
was lovely.
That's
Like,
frightening. It's actually frightening how happy
Really?
she is for it to all end
Do you know what
tomorrow.
it is?
Mate,
It's-
Lois
it's
is
really
the same. It's
toxic
like,
to live
imagine
with.
if like next week you just started like working on bits in the garden. Yeah, and
yeah.
like, I was like, yeah, like it's just actually buzzing for the like maybe that would
No,
happen.
I don't know.
Honestly,
I,
she
no,
wants to get cancelled. She'd fucking
No,
love
I
it.
don't.
She'd
I don't.
fucking
No,
love it.
there's different kind of people. I watched the Celine Dion documentary, right?
Sorry, mate.
I watched that documentary, and growing up, I'm a huge Celine Dion fan. I've seen her like twice live. Love her to death. I watched that documentary because obviously her voice has gone. She's it's really sad.
It's dead sad.
And she's devastated about it. But then, because she's so ambitious, because
Yeah.
she still wants more and more and more. Even though, and I put myself in her position, and I'd be like, "Well, I've done it.
Yeah.
Let's put my track on. That's me." I'd be like, "That's
Yeah.
look how amazing
It's
I am. I've got all
recorded,
this
it's
money.
done,
I've done
like,
everything."
yeah.
So I think that's me. And as well, since becoming a mother, I think
Yeah.
that's when I was like, "All right, these are the most important things in my life now."
Yeah.
That my career, don't get me wrong, still very important, but these are like my life, and that's I don't know if that's just me, but that's not. I need to actually start being more positive to the universe because I'm just a bit like, oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
We sold out.
Well, you
And
have
they all do,
a
don't they?
tremendous sense of balance, like just sort of sitting here chatting with you, like the way that you're running your life, like coming into London, doing the work, making sure that you leave in time to have a nice dinner together, like staying in a bloody nice hotel.
Yeah,
And,
got to.
like,
Not just that,
all the-
mate. It's walking distance from the station for the
Yeah,
train home.
dream.
That's what it's
I
all
think-
about.
I
But
just think there's more to
chuffed for
life.
you, and I'm
I
sure
think
that's probably why everything's doing so well. People are like listening and they figured it out. And
this
they
is
I
why-
just
feel
don't.
it.
I think happiness is so many more things than work.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
work is a huge part of your life, and I think you should strive to do it. But actually, that's not where I get my happiness.
Yeah.
I get my happiness from when my mum and sister come round on a Friday night and we open a bottle of wine randomly at 5
Get to
o'clock.
put tracksuit bottoms on.
Yeah.
My friends call them, in Nashville, they call them quitters. I'm going to put my quitters on.
Quitters.
That's amazing.
But like, and what you're saying there as well, I'm having this thing at the moment where just thinking about work and what it is to sort of chase the dream, so to speak, of a singer, and what those kind of goals look like. And it's very linear, and at least it has been in the past. Like everything revolves around metrics, whether you like it or not, whether it's chart position, ticket sales, like places you've played and stuff like that. And for me, because the whole entertainment industry, I'm guessing, and you guys probably have been aware of this for years, but it's so like changeable at the moment. Nothing is as it was in its kind of like classic form, whether it's TV, music, art in any kind. So what I'm enjoying is that the realization that your career doesn't have to look like anyone else's.
Nah.
It's totally yours. So there are things that back in the day I would look at and be like, oh yeah, but I can't do that because I'm a singer. And actually that's kind of your strength. If you can do other things, isn't that a gift? Like that you're able to even try and think rightly or wrongly, that you can dip your toe into that. Like I'm massively into cars, and all of a sudden I've got into being asked to do some bits with like rally cars and stuff like that, or like TV, and like I don't know. I'm just making a habit of being very grateful that your career can just look any way that you like.
Stand-up used to be exactly the same. Stand-up used to be the same. You would do the circuit, you would do the fringe, you would get asked to do the panel shows, you would do the panel shows, then you would do tours, then you would do maybe your own show.
And then you
it was linear. It was don't do anything else. Yeah, but it was like don't like Strictly, for example.
Yeah.
It was like a comedian going on Strictly, you know, was like one of your sort of, I think one of the first comedians, I'm sure it was Julian Clare, forgive us if I'm wrong, I'm sure it was Julian Clare or someone was the first comedian to go on, but he was less of a sort of circuit tour and stand-up and more of just a sort of name, a famous name by then. And it was, you're totally right. It was like sometimes people put this sort of path in front of you. Well, you're a singer, you can't do that. That's
it's almost like Greyhound, right?
Yeah, that's uncool for you. Just do the singer, just do something. You go, no, I like rally car. Fuck, I want to do this rally stuff. And then the way the world is now, and the way, like, as I say, it used to be, do the panel shows and do that. Comedians can get big from anything now. TikTok, videos on Instagram, just absolutely anything. Podcasts. And there's no like set path anymore. There's like multiple paths for everything.
Yeah,
and I think that's much more exciting.
And it makes the work so much cooler. So like you said, Wembley's coming up on November 6th. We go and play that show, and then like doing this rally in a classic car across Dubai for 4 days.
Wow.
I'm just like, for me, that's what makes the music almost more. This is what I'm talking about writing as well. Like having that space to just be like sat in a car and looking out the window in pure wonderment at this landscape, and like thinking, I feel like Indiana Jones right now. Like just, you know, that makes you want to get in the studio then and pick up a guitar and write, not being on sort of this treadmill. You accidentally make a kind of a rat race yourself. Yeah. Whether it be,
but
instead of it being forced
you've got to do things that you enjoy as well, because I think this industry becomes so much of your life. Yeah. That's why we live up north. Yeah. Because this is my job, but I think people who, you know, it becomes their full existence. Yeah, identity. The person that they are becomes their job, their identity, their whole life is surrounded by their job. And that's right, because I think people, you know, enjoy that. But
it's just not what we wanted to do, is it?
It's just not personally.
We purposely stayed out in the countryside in Essex. Same life essentially as before. Yeah. Everything happened. The only thing really that's changed is that we now are like half time in Nashville, but even that is essentially, we were doing that before. We were just sleeping on people's couches. Yeah.
You got a house there now?
Yeah, so we got a house instead.
So we're staying in this house. I've just booked it.
Yeah.
He does not want us to stay with him.
No, mate, I swear to God, I'd love you to come over. It'd be so nice.
Missy first in Mississippi. Then we'll swing right now.
She'd be buzzing to have you over.
Who are these guys? Yeah. Don't worry about it. What is supposed to play? None. She can sing. He's just a useless tosser.
Babadoo, 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 ba. Listen, we need to do these. Please keep me anonymous, because we're doing this every time. We just end up chatting for far too long. So let's do. These are from members of the public. We have no idea what they say, because on our podcast we do a little bit where I get the questions. Chris has no idea, but for this, I've got no idea either. So take it away, Sam. I'm sorry if it's. Have you read this yet?
No, but I'm sort of needing reading glasses at the moment, but I reckon I can get by with it.
Do you want to borrow some ones?
I'm gonna.
Shit.
I know.
Are you all right?
I'm gonna get through it. Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah. Okay, go.
Dear Chris and Rosie, please keep me anonymous.
Always.
Yeah.
Me and my husband were on our long walk one weekend. We'd had a lovely pub lunch and we were on our way cross country to get home. My husband is a bit of an exercise guy, so he loves to be active at the weekends. And after our own heart there.
Yeah, there he is.
Wonder if he washes his face with Carrick's. It was when
Hashtag
we were in the
self-care.
middle of a field that he was caught short
There it
by
is.
the dairy in his lasagna and told me that he needed to go immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately is
So
in
when I
italics
heard
there.
long walk and pub lunch,
Yeah.
you heard me go,
You're at
because
that age in
I know
life
the brand.
now.
I know the brand, and I am at that. I get it. Although I'm telling you right now,
he's
I
gonna
will
shit
not.
himself.
I will not shit outside my own house, even by accident. You will never catch me. So,
Really?
Nah, you will never
There's a
catch me. Sure.
personal question. Can you poo in
I don't like
public
doing
toilets?
it. My dad is an absolute mate. I'll tell you the story of my dad after this.
Okay.
But anyway,
I will only poo in a hotel that I'm staying at or my own house. Nothing else.
hotel. Oh, nice.
Hotel is great. He just loves hotels.
Yeah. Right. He needed to go immediately.
Right.
To be fair, there was no one around, so off he went to squat behind a tree.
Animal, disgusting. Lock him up.
Feral.
Yeah.
We'd been here before. What, that location? It's like a dog going back to the same place. So I wasn't surprised by his need for a nature shit. Okay. He came back from behind the tree and we carried on walking. After a few minutes, I started to smell something.
No.
Turns out he had tied his shorts up too tight and didn't get them down in time, thus shitting himself in his boxers. This guy's gone out for a lasagna and hammocked his pants.
Hammock these. Hammock? Is that a thing? Have you just made that up?
Is that a Nashville
Always makes
thing?
me think of that. Just
It's a Nashville
Hammock.
swinging about.
And he's quitter.
Yeah,
Good,
and
isn't he?
yeah,
He's
Oh,
hammocked these
God.
quitters. He's hammocked these quitters.
Sam, you're going to have a podcast now.
That's it.
But you refuse to throw them away. I can't
No. Nah.
understand. What
You
if they're a nice
understand?
set of Patagonias or something like that?
Oh, shut up, man. No way.
And also, they're probably made of just like plastic. So you just
He's not
like-
he's not being ecologically minded
Yeah.
here. He's just being he would rather walk home caked in his own feces
mate,
than
it's,
just
it's
buy a new
like
pair of
snapping the
underpants.
tabloids. Just no,
He could have got rid of it.
gone.
Oh, this is gross.
Just
know exactly
refused
what
to
you
throw them away. He said they were his technical pants
You're very
that he
precious
liked
about
to
your
wear when he exercises, and he didn't want to sacrifice them. Safe to say, I walked the rest of the way 10 steps ahead of him,
Oh,
Definitely
very
ahead.
much staying upwind. Gross. Out of interest, do either of you own your own technical pants?
Now, first of all, awful. Second of all, the fact that he just didn't. How embarrassing.
What?
I couldn't walk home with it. What if you see someone you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
disgusting.
you're not walking normal as well.
No,
with
he's
that.
John Wayne and the shit
horrible.
out of that,
Yeah,
isn't he?
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
100%.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
I've got. So I'm a Y-front guy now. I've got to
Really?
be honest with you.
All my friends have gone Y-front, and I feel like an actual. So it's funny,
old are you
innit?
again?
I'm 36.
2 years.
So I'm still
38 you'd be
wearing
Y-fronts.
like surf shorts, like longboard shorts,
Can't have
which isn't a good. Well, actually, no. To be fair, they're not like down here. They're there, so they've got us. They're slightly European.
Right.
Bad for your balls, you know.
They're better. Yeah.
No,
No,
Bad.
bad.
They're bad.
Yeah, you
You've
need some
got to keep
support.
them supported.
Oh, I thought you just let them.
No, you're tying
No,
that
it's
hammock.
actually
No
bad
wonder
for
my
them.
balls are long.
Well, there you go. You've got
Right,
to keep
okay.
them in.
Right. So
My name's Sam Ryder. Welcome to Wembley. This next one's called My Balls Are Long.
oh, long balls.
My balls.
Balls are long, man.
But yeah, you start feeling like a bit immature when you're hanging out with your mates when they're all wearing Y-fronts.
Yeah, Christy, you
I've
do
noticed.
look very mature. It's very sort of like,
Yeah.
oh, why did I think of Christian Bale in bloody
Yeah.
in American Psycho?
Wow, thank you for that. Yeah,
It is
that's
a
great.
bit that.
But I started wearing Y-fronts for exercise because I think I was on an exercise bike and there was, they were dropping each side of the seat.
Like sitting on walnuts.
And the fact that we haven't redesigned the bike seat.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but anyway. So I started wearing Y-fronts for exercising, and then one day I was just popping in the shop, and I didn't have any of the boxer briefs clean. And I thought I'll put the Y-fronts on. New man.
Really?
I felt taller. I felt swift. I felt I was fucking ice skating to that shop. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I think they'll make
And
your
then-
bum look quite nice.
Thank you. But then
What
again,
brand do you get? I'm going to go and get some now.
Puma or BAM, the bamboo ones.
Oh, I've heard a lot
BAM.
about bamboo
Yeah.
stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right.
However, if I'm around the pool on holiday and there was a man in Speedos, I want to physically hurt him.
Yeah.
So
Oh
that's
yeah,
where I
they're not for
stand.
public consumption.
No, I'm
So
shorts
you're
around
against
the
the,
pool.
swimwear, right? Because this is the thing. A lot of my mates have started wearing like the swimwear version. So when you go for a little sea swim all together as a group,
Okay.
I feel like an actual teenager.
Child.
Yeah.
with my Volcom shorts
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
and everyone's
yeah.
wearing Speedos. And I'm like,
I get it.
exactly. It's got a sort of vibe of wearing DCs. There's a cut-off point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, Chris, I think you're about 8 years away from wearing Speedos on the beach.
I swear to God,
I think
if I
he
wear
is.
Speedos, if you catch me wearing Speedos on the beach, remind us of this,
Right.
and I will walk into the sea and never come back.
Right? Okay. Oh.
Oh, you're excited for that?
Yeah.
Tell me about your dad. You were going to tell a story about your dad and the pool and not in
Oh, shit.
hotel.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
okay.
My dad is one of those guys, and we always joke because when I used to work with him on building sites and stuff, where sometimes there'd just be no toilet, and sometimes you'd work around like a posh person's house and they'd lock every door.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to. You couldn't even think about having a shit in their toilet. They just weren't allowed.
Oh.
And yeah, that's what they did.
No,
And
yeah, 100%.
It's true.
Oh, the day
And,
I'll always make the builder cups of tea and stuff, but the day the builder asks to use my toilet for a shite, I'm well upset.
No, you
Yeah.
see, my brother's a plasterer, so I'm very on. Like, I think it's a shame, isn't it? But we got told I offered quite a lot to people who've worked in our house.
Yeah.
But then we found out that they've just got a bucket in the van.
Yeah, they're
Well,
told
this
they're
is
not allowed.
this is
Yeah.
A
what.
bucket in the van.
Well, my
Yeah.
dad's been driving before, and his phrase is almost, "Oh, I must go." That's it. It's always, "Oh, I must go." And me and my mate Gary, we used to work with him, like putting up, like we were doing all stud work and ceilings in this, opposite the Tate Lyle factory on the Thames, like in Woolwich area.
All
They
right,
had
yeah.
all these old buildings that they converted into studios. And me, my dad, and my
Nice.
friend Gary, we did all that together. But
I love hearing about people's past lives.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like there'd be this plastering bucket in the van, and yeah.
You shit in there.
Not me, not a
No.
chance.
No.
But the people of a certain age in the trades, they've been through.
They don't care.
They don't care. They've
Yeah.
been through it all, and they just
Yeah.
got to go.
And
Or as my dad says, I must go.
and
Must go.
the apprentice cleans the buckets.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
win-win.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. In the end, I ended up sort of having to do it. Yeah.
No way!
No, not a chance. No way. I want to make that clear. My dad did not force me
did
to
not
clean
happen.
shit out of his
That is
plastering
fine.
bucket.
I'm honestly not. I can go anywhere, me.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah. Creep up on me though, you know.
Yeah.
I think I've got IBS. I just don't want to I don't want to cut anything out. So mine's proper like literally I'll be fine, and then it's like, oh,
I must
so
go.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
I must go is lovely.
Oh,
It's quite
I'm
a
good,
middle class
that's-
way of saying it.
Well, yeah, but the way he did it wasn't
must
because he
go.
was John Wayning, or
Yeah.
I've been in with like him while he's listening to the radio driving home, and his legs are doing this. Oh, I must go, and the traffic's getting worse, and you can see him stressing.
No, I love
and
I
I'll
must
just be
go.
sat next to him, howling, laughing, because I can see this man losing his will to live. Do you know what I mean? I'm fine. My bowels are empty, and you feel free as a bird in it. And knowing that you don't have that concern, because everyone knows what it feels like when. like,
Yeah.
It's one of the
the
most.
worst.
Yeah.
It's one of the most sort of pathetic feelings.
It's
You
crap.
feel so vulnerable. Either time, if you're like, oh my god, I need so much.
like a hedgehog without spikes, just
Even if I'm in the tour van and we're on to, if I'm going to we're going to a gig, or if I'm just in the car or anything and I need a wee, even there's something in your brain that goes, I will feel like this forever. This will never go. This desperation is going to be with me forever. And then you go and you can't believe it. You're like, it's gone.
yeah,
and
you
you're like,
feel amazing.
come
yeah.
out like Carlton from the Fresh Prince.
Every time, mate, it's so
Never
true.
gets old.
The purest freedom from concern that exists is that.
Why is it that no matter where we are, who we're talking to, we always end up talking about shit?
Yeah, it's amazing.
been great.
Listen, it's been absolutely
Mate,
awesome chatting to you.
such a laugh.
So lovely to see you again,
Love
and
you
so
guys,
lovely
man.
to see you without the whirlwind of that week.
I know, it's
after
crazy,
Eurovision.
man.
It was
Crazy.
mad, and yeah, best of luck with everything. And just to recap, the album Heartland is getting released on the 17th of October. There's a Wembley Arena show on the 6th of November, and Better Man, the single from the album, is out now.
And it's a tune. Yeah,
Absolute
check it out.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you. God bless you.
You.
Love you,
You
bits.
too.
Big love.
Settle on a jingle, jingle. So this is the jingle, jingle. We hope you like the jingle, jingle.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
Jingle.